GOT7 for me, for me, are the masters of B-sides.
No
Because
lies told.
I don't care what title track they have, their B-sides come in and sometimes run them right over. Their B-sides will run them right over. Their B-sides have cemented them as the nostalgic group credited as part of the big three of third gen. It's a credit to the B sides. Nothing against their title tracks. Their title tracks are amazing because GOT7 is amazing, but their B sides are legendary, legendary. Um,
Hmm.
so let's start it from the beginning, and I'm gonna open it with a question for the both of us because
Okay.
I love to start trouble. Yay! If you could change the debut song of GOT7, what song would you choose for them to have debuted to? And let me preface this. Nothing against girls that love me.
Love me.
But for me, being a new, I gotta say, a new GOT7 fan, I always thought their debut song was a totally different song. A totally different song. It wasn't until recently when you and I were doing the outline for the comeback corner playlist for K-pop in color, and we were doing a special debut song segment for the comeback corner playlist, and you had GOT7 Girls Girls Girls, and I remember calling you like, Kasha, that is not
What is
their
this?
debut song. Why do you have Girls 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 down? And you were like, Trend, it is. That's their debut song. I I could have bet $100 and would have lost. I could have bet $100 and lost. Nothing against girls. It is girls. It's their debut
Hmm.
song. It's awesome. However, it to me doesn't really fit GOT7 and who GOT7 grew to be as well. Because I feel like debut songs are part of the evolution and they are a foreshadowing of what to expect for the group and for you. And yes, yes, our GOT7 don't have a visual hole. They know they fine and they know
They
they
fine.
sing, rap, dance, and can do it all and do it well. But just girls doesn't feel like the essence of who they are. It's a little too cocky for GOT7. They are hum I don't even want to say they are aware of who they are, but they don't really have to tell you. It shows in
Right.
who they are and their charisma and the way they move and what they wear and their vocals and all that good stuff. Girls feels very braggy, and I just don't feel like that's GOT7 as a whole. So that's where this question comes from. So if you could choose a different debut song for GOT7, what would you have chose?
I would have chose Forever Young.
I love that song. Okay, why?
Um, it shows their emotional core early because if you listen to their B-sides,
Hmm.
they are emotional creatures.
Yes,
Like
they are.
they will put it on a platter at a buffet, come eat. They're not
Yeah.
afraid of showing how they feel. And just like you said, like bragging, I don't see that with them. They
Hmm.
can be like, yeah, but it's kind of like a soft brag. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you I'm it because everything about my aura tells you I'm
Hmm.
him.
Oh, okay. I'm him.
Also, I'm we are like, and also I think it would have invited the fans on their journey to who they were becoming if we would
Yeah.
have started there because it would
Wow.
have
I agree.
naturally made sense because they are emotional creatures. Like, you
Yeah.
can't take that from them. That's why I chose that one. And also, Forever Young, it would have just like aged well too. Like the
Yeah, it
longer
would
you
have.
listen to it throughout, like that would be the song that they play at the end of every concert series because it
Hmm.
would just fit with them and their fandom.
And
So
I love that you say that it would have aged well because if you see GOT7 now, they interact with each other the same way they've been interacting with each other their entire lives. They are a bunch of kids when they are brothers who turn into debut age GOT7 when they're around each other. Like I love the clip of them during the Winter Heptagon era. Um, and they're doing the relay dance for Python, and you see Jackson and Bam Bam doing flips and sliding and slipping on the floor, and Jin Young is just so childish and petty, but it's so fun and beautiful to see as well because they're literally just being themselves, and they're the most themselves when they're together, and it's youthful and fun and loving, and that brotherhood just feels forever young. So, oh my God, like I love that you said that. That, yeah,
They were
yeah,
literally acting like they were at
yeah,
their mama's house
they
having
were.
tumbling practice. Like, if you in them nice clothes, y'all
Want
rolling
to see me
all
do a
around
flip?
these,
I
rolling
can do a
across
flip, but
these
you can't
floors
do a
going,
flip. I can slide faster than you. I can slide further than you. Can you want to see? You good? You want to? I bet you I can. You can't.
so crazy.
I still
Mm,
got it. You ain't.
that was the
So
energy.
I
That
love
was
that.
the energy.
I love that. Oh my gosh. I have a different answer, but I love your answer more than mine.
Oh no, what was your
I do.
answer?
So for me, if I could have chose a different debut song for them, it would have been A from the Got Love album.
You love that
I
song.
love that song. I'm biased. I love that song. I have said it before. When I first heard A, that's what I thought their debut song was. I would have bet $1,000 more money to say that A was their debut song because something about A feels GOT7. That
Mm,
pop R&B vibe. Like it's R&B, but there's a fun upbeatness to it. It's the same with Just Right. It's the same with I can't think of but okay, Just for Sakes, Just Right. That
mhm.
same fun vibe, but also has an R&B feel to it. I feel like that's them. And
Yeah.
the beginning, it start working, stop fronting. I know you want me. Let's start talking. Ah, I when I first heard that song, it felt like me being a young girl running home from school, elementary school, running home from school, and taking off my backpack, jumping on my bed, turning my TV on, and turning on BET's 106 in Park because I was obsessed with that show. I was obsessed with the latest and greatest new artists to come out, their music videos, and the fun. And this is early 2000s fun music, and that's what A reminds me of. And there's just something homey, nostalgic, classic that A reminds me of that feels very GOT7 to me. Nostalgic, classic, homey, timeless. So while I love Girls, 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 I feel like A was more of the directional foundation of where they were going for me. But
I
I
love
love
that you
Forever
say that.
Young as their debut song, man. Like that, dang, that was good, Kasha.
Thank you. I love also that you kept saying nostalgic, nostalgic, nostalgic. You know, because I'm so into music, I'm always trying to place K-pop, especially when
Mm-hmm.
I'm introducing them to locals. And
Mm-hmm.
they're like, if I was to get into K-pop and you know this is the artist that I'm in love with, who would you like match GOT7 with? And you want to know who I match them with? Like, I would match them with gym class heroes. Not
Okay.
because they do the same type of music, but they do fusion so well. It's
Mm-hmm.
energetic, it is bright, fun, and nostalgic. Like, I do not, if you play Cookie Jars by Gym Class Heroes right now, over. And I feel like GOT7 has that same thing. Like, so, I don't care what fandom you're in, you play their hit, the whole room moving every
Whole
time,
room shifts. Whole room
whole
shifts.
room. And
Yeah.
it's again nostalgic. It just feels so good, and it brings you back to your youth because
Yeah.
they're just youthful people.
Yes.
I
And
feel like they're
A
gonna be
feels
in the
so
nursery home,
youthful. Please.
acting up. They're gonna be at,
Please.
oh, talent show tonight.
Hmm.
Baby, sliding across. Like, sir,
Mark
sir,
gonna hit that
please,
flip.
no.
Mark gonna hit that flip. I still got it. I still got it.
Yo, you are 75 years old. Cut it out. But
Okay.
I just feel it. I just feel it. They gonna be
Aw.
acting up until God calls them home.
Yeah, I love that. And Lord, don't call me home before them because I need to live to see it all. I'm not gonna hold you. In the spirit of B-sides, what are some of
Okay.
your favorite B-sides that you feel have stood the test of time? And not just early days,
Ooh.
but even early days transitioning into present day or in the past 6 years. Let's talk about B-sides because I started this off by saying they are the kings of B-sides. Their B-sides go toe to toe with a lot of title tracks from a lot of other groups and even toe to toe with their title tracks.
Mm. Say it one more time because all right, I have six B
Ooh,
sides that I'm gonna start from bottom up. We're gonna
okay.
do yours truly from Winter Heptagon.
Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Um, one plus one from Birth of Love and Last Peace.
Let me say this. One plus one to me is also on my list, but that is a certified lover girls anthem. One plus
Listen,
one, that is a certified lover girls anthem. And I would know I'm a certified lover girl. One plus one, two.
classic, classic, classic.
You. Hey, that's my song. And the fact that they started off with Jackson, right,
Listen,
right,
listen, listen. Every
right,
time.
right.
Um, number three on the list, Karma from Love
Her.
Loop. Karma from Love
Okay.
Loop, gonna do it every time. And then if
Period.
I go back to their not younger, but early discography, I'm gonna do If from Flight Log Turbulence,
Hmm.
Sign from Flight Log Arrival, and Konu Moneni. I can't pronounce that because that's Japanese. I don't speak that language from Turn Up.
I love it.
Like these songs literally tell, like it shows you who they are as a
Hmm.
group. All of them are very heavy R&B and they're done so well. And maybe it's just because I love R&B that those are my favorites, but I no notes on none of
I
them.
would classify GOT7 as KR&B.
Yeah,
That's why I said they feel pop R&B to me. It's soulful, has depth, intuitive, but it's fun. You can dance to
yeah.
it. You ain't got to think that hard. I'm telling you what I want you to know.
And again,
Just listen.
emotional awareness. They are
Very
so in
emotionally aware.
tune. And it's just
Hmm.
like, y'all, stop writing me love letters. Stop calling me home. Because I started this telling trend we did about how I felt like I was in a whirlwind romance. The beginning of summer, I seen him, oh, he cute or whatever. End of summer, come meet my mama. Right now.
Jackson,
All of them. Take all of them. I want the whole group.
the whole group can come over for
The
dinner.
whole
Let's go,
group can
boo.
come because their music, like when you are really deep in it, you can't help but to fall in love
No.
with them. And then you know their story and how they've overcome. You can't
Yeah.
help but to root for them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, who do I submit my application to become an artist?
Yeah.
Like, do y'all have a embassy? Like, where do the apps go? Because they got me by the throat.
And I
But go
love that
ahead.
you say you're rooting for them because we're rooting for them, but they're not the underdog.
They're not. I just
They're
want them
not
to
the
win.
underdog. I just want them to win and
I
continue
just want
winning.
them. Yeah.
I want them to continue winning. They're already winning. I want them to continue winning. They are not the underdog. So when you root for GOT7, you are rooting for continued success, not hopeful
Mm-hmm.
success. They've already done that. Now, I'm
Yeah.
a B-side queen. I eat a B-side up real bad. And with them being the kings of B-sides, my B-sides span well past six. I'm going to try to keep this very brief, though. I'm not going to go into too much. The entire Identify album. The
Hey.
entire
Mm-mm.
Identify album. Identify is my favorite GOT7 album because Take My Hand, Magnetic, Stop It, Gimme, the entire Identify album can compete with itself. You pick a song from the album. It competes with itself. I feel
Stop, stop.
that same way about the
Hajima,
GOT7
Hajima,
EP.
Hajima. That song, Stop It, is that song.
Yes,
Girl,
it's from the
listen.
Identify album.
When I tell you, when I thought that was a title track, I thought this whole time in my head, I'm like, I love that song. I
Hmm.
love that
Hmm.
freaking song.
That's why I said that album itself with the B-sides on that album, they compete with each other.
Hmm.
It's me versus me. Not even me versus y'all, it's me versus me. I feel that exact same way about the GOT7 EP. The GOT7 EP. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Na 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 was the title track for that one. It's the one that got the music video. It's the title track. It's gorgeous. The Na 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 is my one of my favorite songs. It's tied with Magnetic. Magnetic and
Hmm.
Na 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 are my favorite GOT7 songs. Period. That's just it. They're my favorite ones. Um, and the music video for that was is one of my favorite music videos in K-pop. Period. Fight with your mama. Leave me alone. But that entire album, the every song could have been a title track. Don't hold me. True, JB stuck his foot in that. I'm here. He stuck his foot. Drive Me to the Moon. The first time I heard Drive Me to the Moon, I was like, why didn't I get a music video for this? I am envisioning y'all driving down the road during a sunset, getting ready to watch the moon get ready to rise, and all y'all like it just the concept from Winter Heptagon where they're all like in that moody pink, purple, black, and they're
Hmm.
in that car. I was like, where this is the car and the mood I needed for Drive Me to the Moon. Why didn't we take this and put this over here?
Yeah.
Y'all already had the concept in the car. We should have just kept going. That song in itself is amazing. Thank you, Young Jay.
I
True.
feel like,
Not true. I'm sorry, two.
okay,
Two? Yu-Gi-Oh's two? That's put you through a mattress type music.
hello, somebody. Don't
That
pass that
song
Hemi
is
on me.
so sexy, tastefully sexy, tastefully.
Hmm.
It goes toe to toe. And then the last song on there, "Don't Leave Me Alone." I have always envisioned that when they get ready to go on tour again, they should end their tour with "Don't Leave Me Alone" from the GOT7 EP.
You trying to kill the girls?
Hmm. A
My God
beautiful
in
death.
heaven.
Beautiful death. I've always said that. It's a beautiful song. Um, again, run away from calling my name.
Trend, you're. Oh,
Run away from calling my name. And again, Yugi wrote that one too. That B side could have easily competed as a title track. Easily competed as a title track. Run away, y'all.
I think the reason why all of their B-sides work so well is because they create with intention. They're
Yes, they
not
do.
going in just, okay, we have to come up with 8 songs and they're
Yeah,
throwing anything at the wall. They're like, okay,
100%.
what do we want to say? Oh, or if it's not what do we want to say as a whole, what do you have to say that
Yeah,
will fit this?
yeah.
And they come back
Very
and,
much what they did with the Winter Heptagon album
yeah,
because each one of them wrote a song for the Winter Heptagon album
and
and
produced
it was
it.
and produced it and talked the others through it and everyone worked together on it but everyone had their sound that they put with it and it
Hmm.
worked. It worked because everybody went in with the intention of this is for GOT7.
This
I'm
is
just
got seven's
I'm just
gumbo.
conducting it. I'm just conducting it, but this is GOT7's gumbo. Everything goes in that needs to go in respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
but for GOT7. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love that they've been able to stand the test of time with their B-sides. They're not hanging on with the title track. Their B-sides compete.
And that's
Um,
when you have a good artist. And that's one of the things that I feel like Agassiz stick to and was able to hold
mhm.
on while there was so much going on because their music is truly classics. Because a
Truly,
lot of
it's
people don't speak of
nostalgic.
GOT7 in this way out in the streets. I don't know why. Maybe because they're stupid and they haven't listened to the B sides. But when you're deep into your artist discography and when they are true artists, you can't do anything but eat. You can eat for years off of this. What are y'all?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're
And
so
it
talented.
shows across the board because if you
Yeah.
look at flight log turbulence in itself, I was doing my research and learning a lot, and man, like I love them more and more the more I learn about them. Flight log turbulence in itself, being their second full length album, was one of their most successful albums, where they had tied on the charts for most number ones in an album against other K-pop artists. So not only was the title track, which was Hard Carry, super
Sorry, Carrie.
successful as
Yeah.
a number as competing on the charts, but so were a lot of their other songs from this one album. Tied record for most number ones on the world albums chart among other K-pop artists. Their B-sides compete. They're going toe to toe. Same with the GOT7 EP. The GOT7 EP is legendary and iconic anyway because that is the first album they came out with after leaving JYPE, where everybody was under the assumption that, oh, yeah, y'all left. Yeah, y'all kept y'all name. Yeah, y'all have your discography, but there is the 7 year K pop curse where after 7 years you're done for. They were like, no, we just wanted freedom to do what we wanted to do, and we're going to show you what we're going to do with that. And they released the GOT7 EP. The GOT7 EP sold over 500,000 copies.
Who doing that
Not only
independent?
doing it independent while everybody is in a separate place around the world and everybody's under different management and other different companies. Some own their companies, some are under other companies, and that's what y'all come up with. That's what y'all come up with. Not only did
I'm
it speak
gonna.
to their personal autonomy, but it also showed growth and maturity and showed we are still here. You cannot get rid
Hmm.
of us that easily, man.
I'm gonna say this. People can't agree when it's just two teams involved. To have seven all get on one accord.
Let's talk about it.
To have
Let's talk about
seven
it.
groups and all of these teams are thinking, you are my number one priority. I don't care what A, B, C, D, E, F, I don't care what they have going on. And you have to be so sure of yourself and the
Yeah,
relationship that you have with your core team that you say, hey, this is what we as a collective want to do, make it work.
make it
Push that
happen.
paper. Figure it
Push it.
out. There's
Figure it out.
no, you cannot deny me because this is what we want. And that behind the scenes, I can just see the fights they had with management, legal, because there's so many things that go into having a project when everybody's managed and everybody's team has different priorities for them as
Right.
a solo act. So my
Yeah.
hat's off to them because everybody can't do it, and I really believe like this is one of the first really successful comebacks when everyone's under different and different houses.
Yeah.
Houses.
100%. 100% agree. And I've loved also seeing the growth in them as individuals and how they've
Hmm.
contributed to their later albums, the Winter Heptagon album, the GOT7 EP, and how because they were writing hits, 'cause they were writing songs individually for their works. Like I said, Yu wrote Runaway.
Mm.
You then turn around and at the GOT7 EP, he wrote um two. Baby had matured in that time. Not to say that one's better than the other, but you can see his growth and confidence in his writing ability and the different hues of him. And same thing with Jackson, same thing with JB, because even though JB has been writing a lot of their songs from the beginning, he continued to just get better.
Yeah,
And I love that even they are able to put that kind of trust in each other, that I trust who you are as an artist and an individual to create something that is going to be beneficial for this group. It's not just
that's
one
so
person writing
funny
all the
that you
hits.
said that
All of them are doing that,
because
or all of them
during
have the
that
capability.
the Winter Hexagon production diary, Bam was
Hmm.
like, JB was in there and Bam was doing the producing and he was like, man, I'm surprised he listened. He was like he was like, I didn't know how this was gonna turn out with
Yeah.
me producing him because he's
Yo.
been so used of to him producing them,
Yeah.
it was like, bro, this could go either way with this man.
I don't
He might
know.
say those aren't the notes. I'm gonna do it like this, but JB was like, you know what? This show session, I'm gonna do what you asked me to do. And Ben was
And he ain't
like,
down with Python
yeah,
because that was supposed
mm,
to have been his song for his album. And he was like, no, I'm gonna give it to GOT7. And I kid you not, like Python couldn't have been better for them. But then I look back at Python in relation to a lot of the other songs, and Python was kind of different for GOT7,
mm-hmm,
to be honest, as far as and also as a title track.
right.
Because it Bam Bam is bled through on that song. I know I'm an icon. Watch me with the lights song. That's so Bam Bam. It's the whole song is very Bam Bam coded, but it also fits for GOT7 in a way as well. So I love my Kings and B sides. All right, we're gonna talk about their comeback and the comebacks that have changed the view and the hue of who GOT7 is and who they will be going forward. But I have a fun question. If you had to introduce the group with one song and one member, who are you choosing and what song are you choosing?
First of all, JB, I'm starting off with this is who you're gonna know first, and we're gonna do na 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 because
Oh,
I picked just. Oh, I
that's my
thought this
favorite.
was that your song too.
No,
Oh,
it's
this
my
is your favorite
favorite
song. I was gonna say
song.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, I say that because again, this is them coming with no pressure. They didn't have pressure to prove anything to a company or anybody. This was just them being themselves. It is relaxed and grown, and JB really anchors that for me. Um, and then you also understand they're not chasing anything. They're not chasing numbers.
Mhm.
They're not chasing validation. They're just like, here we are. Take
Yeah,
it or
this
leave
is
it.
us. Yeah,
You don't have to eat from the plate. You don't have to drink the water. We're not forcing you. But if you want to partake, this is what we have to offer. And I
this is
like that.
very Camp Rock. This is me.
What about
All
you?
right,
What's your song and member?
oh man, they're gonna eat me up behind this answer. Jesus Christ. If I had to introduce this group with one song and one member, I'm choosing JB. No, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I will end this recording right
You,
now. I will end this recording right now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
the streets
Yes,
been knew that was your man. The streets been knew. Okay,
no,
well go.
that is not it. That is not it. Please do not put that out there. That is not it. So, yes, JB, and I will
hmm
say why. He's the leader.
hmm
I got to start with the foundation of this group, which is JB. He rides for this group so hard. He goes to bat for this group. He stands up for this group. He defends this group. Not to say the others don't, but he has earned the term best
hmm
leader. He's
Yeah,
earned that term. He's earned that right. He's earned that trust from every one of his members. I got to start with the solid rock foundation. That would be JB.
start
And
with the
then
head.
if
I
I
agree.
had to choose what song I would introduce someone to for the group, it would be She's a Monster.
That's what you're gonna put out into the world first.
Yeah, she's a monster. Cause that song is so classic. It's got such a classic R&B feel to it, but it also feels very nostalgic. It feels like a staple in GOT7's legacy. I don't know what it is about that song, but if I am having a bad day, I put on She's a Monster. It's the first song I run to. If I'm getting ready to go out and I am doing my makeup, the first song I put on is She's a Monster. Something about that song just feels so confident, groovy,
Definitely
soulful. And their vocals are just so perfectly
top
placed,
tier.
and the use of falsettos and the everything that you it's so it fills me with confidence as a woman. It feels good with charisma. She's a monster, and I know they're not saying it in a bad way. They're
Like
basically saying she's a baddie.
attractive,
She's that
addictive.
girl. Oh,
Oh, oh,
that song, bro, that song. And I feel like that is GOT7. That's why I always say that girls, girls, girls just doesn't feel right with me when it comes to them, because the cockiness of girls, 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 they love me versus she's a monster, that is yearning. That's on bended knee. That's boys to men. That
girls,
is
girls, girls.
appreciating a woman, worshiping the ground she walks on, but being confident in who you are as a man. That's what she's a monster feels like to me. And that to me is a piece of the foundation of GOT7 as a whole in regards to being sexy and having R&B and being endearing and yearning and loving through their music in the industry. That's it for me.
Yeah, girls, girls, girls kind of sounds like an F boy song. Like
It
just
does, and that's
very
not them. That's
no,
not them. That's not
but
them.
it is cute. I love that dance every time I
I
hear
do too. And I love
it.
girls, girls, girls. I got mad
Yeah.
respect for girls, girls, girls because that's where we started. I don't disrespect the roots. But if I had to, if I'm talking to somebody who has similar music taste to me, or if somebody is asking me for music recommendations, it's because they've got similar music taste. It
Hmm.
just is. You wouldn't be asking me if you didn't think I had good taste in music and you could
Right.
rock with it. I'm starting with JB and I'm starting with She's a Monster. And the cool thing about She's a Monster is the whole song is just very piano, light, airy, beautiful, sexy. And then toward the end, they switch it to She's a monster. And it gets upbeat. And that is
Hmm.
GOT7. They are
Very
pop
much.
R&B. They know when to switch up the pace and to get you moving and grooving, but they also know how to hold you in place.
Hmm.
I love my voice so bad. I love my voice so bad. So I guess we're conducting the comeback by choosing the member and the song, but I want to tap into their comebacks, especially the ones over the last 3 years. The one from 2022, the GOT7 EP, and the one from 2025, Winter Heptagon. These eras mark a special place in GOT7's life, not just
Hmm.
them not being under a same company, but them being able to explore who they want to be and who they probably always wanted to be within the industry. Because I know that all of them, but specifically Jackson, has talked about in the past when they've talked amongst themselves as brothers and group members and things like that, and they've looked at their life and the history and their discography and their journey through K-pop as a group, they've often, as a collective, felt like they didn't really have an identity in the industry, that they kind of just were kind of just releasing songs and releasing ideas, just trying to figure out what pocket, what genre, where they actually fit. They didn't feel like they fit anywhere. They felt like they were just really all over the place.
Hmm.
I have different thoughts on that. I kind of want to get your thought on that because segueing into their comebacks over the last couple of years, 2022 and 2025, I feel like they're in a pocket right now.
Yeah,
I feel like they are
definitely.
in a pocket, but I don't feel like they necessarily were that out of pocket. So how do you feel about that?
I feel like their B sides, like we said earlier, was always their sound, and they literally are in their bag still,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just more front forward now.
Yes,
Like
I
it's
like that.
like they're not begging to be them. They're not saying, "Oh, you got to come into my house to see what I have to offer." I'm meeting you at the door. Here you go.
You at the
This is
door.
me. And I love that when they were able to break free from JYP, they didn't do it desperately. They weren't trying to hang on to relevance. They weren't trying to prove nothing to nobody. Again,
Agreed.
here we
Agreed.
are. This is we know we're talented. We know we have something to offer to the industry. This is our voice. We're
Yeah.
going to use it. Get with it or get lost. Like,
Yeah. I
and
love it.
very apologetic, like unapologetically them the
Yeah.
whole time when it
Yeah.
comes to both of these projects, and hats off to them because a lot
I
of artists,
agree.
even mature artists, they don't have the confidence to do that when they step away. They still
Mm-mm.
try to toe the line.
Yeah. I love that you said that their music and their identity is now more front forward because I too feel like GOT7's identity was always there in their B-sides, in their projects. Now there were a couple earlier songs. Like I've been going through their discography more in depth because happy GOT7 month. I've literally been jamming out to GOT7, playing their old content and everything all month long because their birthday's here.
Mhm.
Um, but looking at some of the earlier songs, I can sort of hear where the original company, JYPE, may have been trying to mimic them after other groups and other sounds because that was kind of what they were used to at the time. Like I hear a lot of 2 p.m. in some of their earlier
Mhm.
songs, but it's 1, 2, 3 couple. The core of GOT7 was bleeding through in their
Mhm.
work and bleeding through in their projects. You can hear them. You hear their earlier B-sides and you know that's GOT7 because there is something classic and nostalgic about GOT7 that you just know it when you hear it. And I keep saying classic and nostalgic, but really there's a beautiful depth an intentional depth to GOT7 and their music that when you hear it, you know it's them. It's intentional. They mean what they say. They mean it with their heart. They're genuine about the work that they're producing, and it feels deep. Not that it's just this deep thinking piece. It feels deep. It fills you up. It gives you warmth and happiness and joy. Like I hear just right and start crying. Not that it's a sad song, but it brings me to such a place of youthful joy that I
Mhm.
literally start crying. And not everybody's fortunate enough to be able to put that kind of art in this world. So while I understand where they're coming from, because a lot of their works um highlight different parts of their life and different things
Mhm.
like that, because it's true, because it's genuine. Um, in my eyes, because I've
Yeah.
heard Jackson say before that sometimes he looks back at their music and he thinks, were we really releasing music that we believed in or felt honest about, or were we just releasing music to release music? While I feel like two things can be true at the same time. You can be releasing music
Right.
because that's what your company's telling you to do, and you have no choice. But you are always going to bleed through your music when you are a genuine person. And I feel like there is not a disgenuine bone in any one of those seven members' bodies. So even if they were singing happy birthday and the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, it still would have come off intentionally depthful and warm and nostalgic and classic because you can't take them out of their music
You
and you
can't
can't take
hide
the
your
music
true
out of
self.
them. You can't hide your true stuff. Even if you're singing about something you don't believe, you are going to
Mhm.
believe, you're going to bleed through it.
Mhm.
It's
Every
going to feel
time.
genuine because it's coming from you, and who you are as a person is always going to shine through your art. So I don't know if they'll ever see this, but I hope that they feel that in themselves, that although you as a artist didn't feel like you were in a particular bag, you were in your bag no matter what you did. That's just
Mhm.
it. That's not even up for debate in my opinion. Um, but it's been so fun to watch the maturity and the collective individualism of what they've grown into. And also the stark difference in artistic styling and artistic choicing that they make. And I say stark difference
Mhm.
because if you look at the Na 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 music video from the GOT7 EP, that was a comeback, a monumental comeback, a staple comeback. And then you look at
Good.
Python from Winter Heptagon, which was,
Mhm.
baby, let me tell you something. 2022 and 2025, 3 years, GOT7 don't play with me. I'm putting that out there right now. Do not take 3 years to bring out another comeback. I'm not playing with y'all.
So
At the minute
28.
y'all pick, the minute y'all pick up Yu Kim and Young J, y'all need to be in a suit. In a suit.
Actually, have them phone their verses in. Have them
Now you
phone the
know
ad
what?
libs in.
That's it. I need a voice recording. They can sing through the
Please.
phone. They good at it. They got it. Listen to
They
this
got
beat
it.
and sing along. They can do it. Don't wait another 3 years to give me a hit. Don't even tell me like that. Don't do that. I need to come back immediately. Immediately.
Hmm.
But when you look at Na 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 and you look at Python, it's GOT7, even though both of those stylings are different. Because Na 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 is bubbly, fun, youthful. And then you look at Python, and Python is charismatic. I am him, confident. It's black, but black in depth, not in darkness.
Oh, I
It's
love that you
mature.
did that because I did a
Yeah.
similar thing. So for me, Na 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 was freedom, joyful release, a healing
Yes.
phase for them, self-confidence, and not a reintroduction as like dropped away from the industry, but like this is who we are at our core. And then for
Yes.
Python, I have like authority, mastery. Like they're telling you we
Yeah.
are masters at our craft, and
Yeah.
quiet dominance. Like,
Oh, I love that. Quiet dominance. Yeah.
hmm
I got happy just thinking about that. Left my guard down for a minute.
also it
Never really
reminds me
feeling things
of
like you
a
needed.
freaking Pokemon, like the final form. Like, what's up? Oh, what you got?
Yes, yes, yes.
I
Yeah,
love it.
their comebacks over the last couple of years have definitely been iconic and staples for them as a whole.
Hmm.
Even with them being similar, they're different, but they speak true to the group. It's still y'all. The concept is
Hmm.
still GOT7, just the different layers of GOT7. Honestly, they did two, they got another, I mean, they can sing as long as they want, but I need at least another four comebacks.
They got it in them.
One for
They're forever
one for
young.
each member. We've already gotten two. I need four more. We got four more members. I need four more. We could do two, and then once you done my next four, we cool. We cool. We can do whatever we want after then. But I need those. But their comebacks have been monumental. Especially the Winter
Yeah.
Heptagon and then them doing Nest Fest. The fact that I got into K-pop
Listen,
as Nest Fest was happening, I still cry myself to sleep about that sometimes. Because having to watch Nest Fest as a online bystander instead of being there haunts me in my sleep. Haunts me in my sleep. And I love
Next
how
Fest
vulnerably
was really good.
open these albums have allowed them to be with themselves and with each other. Like I always think about the clip of Jackson during Nest Fest, one of the nights that they had Nest Fest, and they're talking, and he's crying the whole time, like having to leave the stage because he keeps crying. And when it's his turn to speak about the group and give his, 2 minutes, um, he turns his back to the crowd and he's talking directly to the group and directly to JB, and he's thanking JB for everything
Hmm.
that he's done for them as a leader. And he talks about how, like, had it been up to the company, the foreigners would have left a long time ago because they were ready to let Mark Jackson and Bam Bam go. Like, they were done with
Ship
the
them
foreigners,
back. Hmm.
ship them back. And JB was like, if they're not here, we're not here. They are God. They are part of GOT7. This is a group project. You're not getting rid of my group members. That's not happening. And
Right.
for JB to have that much confidence in all of them as a group, but also that much love and loyalty that although I've waited all this time to debut, I'm not debuting without you. It's all of us or none of us. Nothing is bigger than this group right now. This group means everything, and it means everything to all
Right.
of us. It's either all of us or it's none of us. And being able to talk about that vulnerably, openly, honestly, and give those flowers and that love to each other is has been one of the most beautiful things to witness about GOT7 and their comebacks, because these comebacks, like you said, weren't them saying, "Oh, we're back," or not we're back, but it wasn't them saying that like, "Oh, we weren't, but now we are." This is a evolved continuation of who we've always been.
Hmm.
Just we're able to be our most honest, most true, most intentional, most creative, pure versions of ourselves, and take everything we've been through that we weren't even really able to talk about before. We can
Right.
talk about now, be honest with each other and be honest with ourselves about how we feel, and then also create beautiful art from that. It's very Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
to me. I In one of my
Mm.
TikTok videos, I did a if I was in charge of their concert, what I would do and like how I would outline it. And I said that if I were in charge of one of the comebacks for when they um reunite, the theme would be the Phoenix, because the Phoenix is rebirth and rising from the ashes. Not so much that they're burnt out, but I feel like this next evolution of GOT7 will feel very Phoenixy, very alive, bright,
Mm.
bold, beautiful, and they're constantly rising from something. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's been really cool to be a GOT7 fan and see everything that they've been through, everything they've evolved through, and have had the privilege to view these two comebacks and works of art that are redefining who we assumed GOT7 was going to be and what we thought was going to happen to GOT7. And they were like, think again.
A lot of people literally thought, oh, we're leaving them for dead in the middle of
Yeah.
the desert. No water, no way to get back to civilization. And they was like, jokes on you. Hello, what's up?
Yeah.